Good morning and welcome to build day 27. As you can see, I got Kaylee in the back seat. We just got done parking the truck. Oh God, it's going on about 11:30. I didn't get out of bed about 10:30. Yesterday I was up at 5:30 in the morning. Time we got in the house, it was like 9:15 last night. Started editing the vlog. I didn't get done till about 11 o'clock last night. My head hit the pillow and honk. I was out like a light. I slept like a rock all night last night. I still feel kind of groggy. And I haven't taken any Aleve or Advil or anything, so it's not medical induced. It's just that I'm tired. And I was out like a light. I don't know what it was. I could feel myself last night when I was out here working. I knew I was getting tired. Wasn't making really any mistakes, but I was getting tired. But I just didn't want to quit. I got started, in the graveyard diagnosing problems and what have you. And got those, for the most part, fixed. Moved over the courtyard, got Bart done, and it's like, okay, let's get the bride and the groom and the chain haul done. And it's like, well, I could do this over in the courtyard. I could do this over here. I could do this over there. I was just like, okay, enough. I have to quit. I got vlog to edit. I know it's going to take a while. And it's like, I need to quit. I got in the house, it was 9:15, and it was, I just couldn't sit still. I got into a groove. I just wanted to keep going and going and going. My head hit the pillow and wonk, I was out. We did do a little bit of diagnosing last night. First on the obelisk in the graveyard. That for this year is going to be a static prop, and I think I mentioned that in the vlog yesterday. Toward the end. I can't get into it and fix it in time for the haunt this year. I know what's wrong, and it's going to mean a lot of work. So that's taken care of. The flame pot in the mausoleum, I got one of my old ones out. It's up on my work table. We're going to just swap the new one out and put an old one in. Shouldn't take too long. Then I need to get over into Bart's enclosure. I need to check his settings and adjust his volume level. He's a little loud for where he's at. So I got that to do. Once those items are done and taken care of, we're going to be going back in and working on AC items on trunk line 1. I've got camera and bat light in the courtyard I gotta do. I've got a camera and a power line I need to drop down into the photo hallway to run the fogger. And then I've got a camera and power line for the werewolf I need to drop in. I don't see where those are going to take a whole hell of a lot of time. Then we'll be getting over to trunk line 2 and we'll start running that. Well, actually, I can't do trunk line 2 yet. I still got half of the clown to wire up that go on trunk line 1, and that will take a little bit of time. Then we'll get over onto the trunk line 2 and start wiring that up. And that's another one where I'm going to be just all over the place. And Kaylee's getting restless. I think she wants out. Breakfast of the day, apple and cinnamon oatmeal. Sounds awfully good. I might have that for lunch. I got some of the instant stuff, so I can have some of that for lunch. But past that, I think it's time to put the camera down, and we need to get to work. We got a lot to do. Kaylee's on the porch. Her daddy's on the porch. It's the end of the day wrap up. I'm done for the day. Like hell. T1 is done. Not sure if it's the wind or what, but the sensor is picking up something and is tripping Bart constantly. He was doing that last night and it was windy. I'm wondering if it's catching the top of the tent blowing around and triggering him. But he's firing constantly, which is fine. You know, I'd rather have him trigger when someone passes him, but I got his volume adjusted, played around with the settings and stuff. That poor guy has taken a beating, you know, so if he's going to start acting finicky, like firing all the time, I'm not going to curse it. You know, as long as he's working. I like that prop. Past that, we got the other old flame pot put in over in the mausoleum, replacing the new one that went tits up. And I pulled parts off of it, off the one that went tits up, to save for replacements in case I need them for the other 3 new flame pots. So that's done. Bart's done. We made it over to the photo hall, and I got the power line ran over there and the camera mounted. It needs its fog machine yet, and that won't be until about stage 5. Made it over into Werewolf. Got the camera and the Werewolf both hooked up into power, and they're both working. Werewolf still needs its brain box for triggering. And then we went over to the clown. And for the first time, the clown is all being run off of one trunk line. Normally, with the way I hang the lights and stuff in there, I have to split it. You know, half of it goes on one trunk line, the other half has to go on the other trunk on another trunk line. This time, it all went onto one trunk line. I had them hanging just right. So the clown is totally wired up and has all of its lights. It doesn't get any LED lighting, any low voltage, other than the brain board or boards, because both the Jack in the Box and the Box Clown get their own boards. But I do have to get in there the night name lights, and you'll get a picture of clown lit up tonight. So I'm debating. It's a little after 1. I've got a puppy here that wants to do her thing. Yeah, you want to go do your walk. So Ann's out in the water room doing some painting. I'm thinking about going and getting lunch. And then we're going to get started on trunk line 2. Let's see here. Trunk line 2 would be Gypsy and Water Room. And then Pirate and the photo op. And I won't be doing anything in photo op until I'm ready to put in the foggers, the bubbler, and the projector. So that can hold off for a bit. But I do, so we'll be getting Pirate, half of Water Room, and the Gypsy done. Hopefully we'll go quick. I have a feeling Water Room is going to take a while. It usually does. So you might get a look at part of the Water Room tonight too. And we'll do a nighttime walkthrough and see what we have going. Oh, and I did get the camera and bat light wired up. I gotta get the bat light aimed tonight too. So you will definitely get a look at things tonight. I've actually got something to show you that's lit up. Not all the props are going to be working, because a lot of them get Scuba Boo boards. The ones that just run off of sensors will probably trip as we're going by them. Specifically, the butler and the bride and groom over in the chain hallway. Not sure if anything else will trip. As long as it's not me tripping over something, and that's all likely. But anyway, I think I'm going to go get lunch. And then we can do the dog, and then we'll get started on stage. Okay, so Ann's just getting ready to call dinner. And I just finished stage 3, stage 3. I just got trunk line 3 done. So trunk line 1, 2, and 3 are finished. And I wanted to show you that. That's what I've got left for extension cords. Like I said earlier when I showed them to you, I don't use them all. But now I've got to get them pulled back into the shop. And I think for tonight I'm just going to dump them in the shop. But they need to be put away. Hung back up because they're going to make a hell of a mess in the shop. And officially, once those are put away and hung back up, stage 3 is over. Other than that, all the connections are made. All the AC stuff is in, minus foggers, projectors, bubblers, that sort of thing, which is stage 5, along with a bunch of other mishkabibble stuff that needs to be done. And who was it? That Barb girl? There you go. Mishkabibble. I think you're the one that have been waiting for that word. But anyway, it's dinner time, and then we're going to come see what we can do after dinner time. I don't know if I'm going to start stage 4 today, which is the low voltage, or wait till tomorrow. I haven't decided, but you will get a look at what we got done today. I'll give you a walkthrough once it's dark enough with things turned on. Not going to be much really to look at, but you'll get something. Okay, it's a little dark. We've had dinner. It's almost 8 o'clock. I got Kaylee out here prancing around. We just got done moving the truck. And I'm having Sue and Morgan come out. We're going to take a look
You are assured of winning first prize.
at what we've got going out here. And Kaylee's tripping Bart. What do you think of the bats?
It's simply dreadful.
Good, you don't need to be in a different way?
Come warm yourself by my candelabra.
No? Okay. And we get over here into Gypsy, and the only light we got is the scrying bowl and that lamp. Come on, let's go. You see Katie got spiders on her. Fence panel there.
Yeah.
What do you think of the spiders right through here on the walls and stuff? The light ones.
They're okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
You really can't tell they're spiders though.
Yeah. Be careful, there's a Kaylee down there somewhere. Oh, Sue-Ann had an extra snake. I found a place for it. It might need to be repositioned a bit. What, you don't like it there?
I was trying to keep things off the web, but it's
Okay,
fine.
that's fine. It can come off. It was just an idea. Then we got the coals, the candelabra. Even got lights in the cast iron stove. And we got all the lights on in here. This seems a little darker than normal though, even without the water.
That's because it's without the water.
Yeah. And we don't have the clamshells on. And watch out for the bag. I put it back where it was. Now the new lights I ordered are supposed to be in tomorrow. One of them is going on the water wall. That should hopefully brighten it up a bit in here, whether it's going to be a UV effect or not. And we get over here and it starts getting a little darker. But we do have the ship's wheel running. That's the only light in this section. This one from outside, Kay and I went and parked the truck with the flame pots running. It looked like the tent was on fire. And then we got the mister over there on the bar. And then we get into clown country. And this one, I forgot to do a light. I had to come out and wire a light. Forgot that one.
Colorful.
Yeah. But let's lighten things up in here, huh, Morgan?
Yeah. Just kind of see.
And then here.
That, oh, I missed some. That I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, you can get them tomorrow, Squirt. It was getting dark, and then the exit's locked. So we're going to have to go back through.
Welcome.
But George is working.
All the merrier.
You get up here, then you start hearing a whining out of them. You know, like the motor's trying to turn the head.
Very merry tonight.
But does the set dresser approve of the AC?
Yeah.
Yep. Now let's see if Morgan can find her way back out, huh?
Yeah.
Stay tuned for your end of the day wrap up, guys. Okay, everything's turned off. Morgan liked the clown area. Set dresser approved. Really wasn't all that much to look at. I mean, there was only one or two things in each display, but you guys needed some footage. I did find one FUBA, one mistake, FUBA, whatever you want to call it, over in the clown area. I forgot to hook up one light, so I had to go out and hook it up. I was wondering why the box clown was so damn dark, and I forgot to put plug one of the fire and ice lights in. But we got everything's aimed, everything's good to go as far as the AC. We got done with dinner, and I made it out to the shop, and I got my cords put away. I did that. So stage 3, the AC is now officially done. It's getting chilly out here, and I just checked the time. It's just now hitting 8 o'clock, so it's not quite as late. But Kate and I got the truck parked. My problem with Bart going off constantly, it was the wind. His sensor was picking up the tent across the way. The wind was getting in there, making the tent flap. So it was the sensor was picking it up, and it's causing Bart to trip over and over and over again. He's not doing it now. Wind stopped. Of course, the tent's not moving. But we didn't do too bad today. We finished off T1. We got T2 and T3 done. What AC lights needed to be aimed are aimed and working. So, and then we got our mess cleaned up. Morgan came out and did a quickie garbage sweep right after dinner. It was getting too dark. She couldn't see everything, so she's going to come out tomorrow and finish it. For the rest of the evening, I am going to go get you guys edited, and I need to sort through some of the low voltage stuff downstairs and figure out what's got to come out for the first thing. I definitely got all my spots and my 6 LED floodlights, which are going to be coming out. I'll be pulling out the Haunted Treasure stuff as needed. I use a lot of the flickering colors and stuff. And I've also got to pull out all the wiring from last year. The wiring I've done so far, basically the exit, the chain hallway, courtyard, and Sue Ann's tube hallway for the wall panels, so the lighted wall panels. All that was done with leftover wiring from last year. I still got 3 spools of brand new wire I haven't even gotten into yet. And there's 1,000 feet on each spool. I won't be touching that until I run out or come real close to running out of the stuff from last year. And we'll get started with the wiring with that. I think first on the docket tomorrow is going to be the rules and the hours sign out front. We're going to get those wired, those plugged in, so I can start turning those on in the evenings. Those will be on every evening all the way up until we close. But it's October, it's time to start getting things wired, or advertising a little bit. After that, we are going to get into the front end. I've got to get all 4 pillars out there wired. There's a 6 LED flood and 2 spots on each pillar. I've got to get the Make-A-Wish sign up and get 2 Haunted Treasures white floods on that. And then we'll just move into the entrance hall, get the lights on the witch, and then we'll move into the graveyard. Graveyard and mausoleum normally takes 2 days to wire because of all the lights. Now, once we actually get into doing the displays, brain boards will go in, pneumatic hosing will go in, brain boxes will go in. I will bring each set totally alive, as it will be for when the haunt's open. Then we'll put the straw in to hide all the wires. And Sue-Ann will follow in behind me doing pumpkins, foliage on the fences, cobwebbing, what have you, as needed. Now, the nighttime shots you will get during stage 4 will just be of the low voltage style stuff. I won't have the AC on at all. You'll have to wait to see both the AC and the low voltage on together when we do the walkthrough, or when you come to the haunt. If you're watching this locally. And hello to the local people. If you're watching this locally, give me a thumbs up or a comment, one of the two. Surprising how many local people follow this. We get comments, they come through the queue line. Oh, we've been following the build since day 1. We've been excited. The kids love what, So, you hear that a lot from the local people. I hear that a lot from my haunt friends, too, from across the country, Hey, Halloween season started. He's setting up. Or something along that lines. But, anyway, that's kind of what's on the docket for tomorrow. We're going to get started on the low voltage. I should be able to get the front end totally alive tomorrow. So, you'll get a look at that. And I'll show you what I've gotten done over in the graveyard. I doubt highly I'll get the graveyard finished. So, just to let you know, we're probably not going to make it very far into the haunt. I do know once we get past the mausoleum into the chain hallway, that will be quick. I'm going to plug the walls in, and I've got 1 or 2 spots I'm going to put on the bride and groom. But past that, there's no real, no wiring to be done in there or anything like that. It's already done. Photo hallway, which is the next one after the chain hallway, will take a bit. That's an all-day project, trying to get all the lights and stuff in and all the little light boxes going. And it always takes a while. Sue-Ann's display will be real quick, as well as the courtyard, because those are all lighted wall panels, and the wall panels are the lights for those display, other than a few highlight spots that we'll put in for stuff like Bart or the werewolf or that sort of thing. But we do have control boards in almost every display that trigger things. So, and we've got 12 volt and 5 volt, just multiple power lines going out to spots. Let's see, graveyard. Just to do the graveyard and mausoleum, there's 3 control boxes, 4 different 12 volt power lines, and a 5 volt power line that need to be run out there. And then everything gets hooked up to that. Not to mention, I've got airlines to run into the graveyard too. I got 2 props in there. There are air props. So, I don't know. I might just work on doing airlines tomorrow. I don't know. Or I'll get the front end lit up at least, so the hours and rules sign is going, and get the pillars done. And then switch over to doing pneumatics, because it takes a while to run all the airlines. I got to figure out how I'm going to run them and where the storage tanks are going to be. But anyway, I'm starting to ramble. I'm going to call it quits and get in the house, get you guys edited, uploaded, and go from there. We shall see you guys tomorrow. Stay spooky. Stay dark.